Hi, and welcome to the Senior Network. I'm your host, Greg Fulton, along with Debbie Lyons, my co-host. Good
Nice
to see you.
See you.
And excited today, we have
Yes.
Nancy Rosen, the Human Resource Manager for Right at Home with us.
Thanks for having me.
And Karen Kirby with Assistance Plus. Great to have you.
Thank you.
We have had so much fun talking before the show began, and I think it's really interesting to talk a little bit about what you each do for our viewers. Nancy, we'll start with you.
Well, thank you. I'm the Human Resource Manager for Right at Home, and I think that one of the things that makes us a little bit different and special is our training program for attracting and retaining our caregivers. How I spend most of my day is trying to really kind of cultivate the folks that we find in the area. We have so many young, mostly women, who really want to be in the healthcare field. And they are so ambitious and so want to be part of that caregiving, but really want to know the tools.
Sure.
They need that foundation. So we've been partnering with local hospices, much like Hospice Care of the Low Country,
Love that, yes.
and others, of course, on coming in to talk about pain management, to talk about the pain scale, and other things like pet therapy and music therapy and things like tools like that that can kind of help the caregivers help our clients.
You're really talking about creating a culture
Exactly.
that then, that you transfer over to your patients.
Exactly.
It makes a lot of sense. How about you?
I'm a social worker, and with
work with
Assistance
Susan. Yeah, you and
Assistance
Susan
Plus,
started, yes.
Susan and I started Assistance Plus 16 years ago.
Gosh.
And it is a thriving business. I also do Alzheimer's caregiver support groups and memory groups in the care center. So.
Why are groups so important? Nice try to get a word in edgewise, but I just...
Go ahead. I'll save the fall, though.
But why support groups? Oh, I would actually...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I do an Alzheimer's caregiver support group, and I think that is one of the toughest jobs in the world, is being a primary caregiver for someone with Alzheimer's or dementia. So I think it is a group that is cohesive. They are all experiencing somewhat the same things. If they haven't already experienced them, everyone is at a different level. And, it's a group that's safe.
Yep.
You know.
And we talk a lot about caregivers on this
Yes.
show, and we've got to make sure, caregivers can be family members.
I was going to say, yeah.
It
Yes.
can be friends.
Okay.
It can be, caregivers from someone like Right at Home. I mean, so there's a vast array. And you're a caregiver, actually.
Yeah, exactly. You know what's interesting when I talk about caregivers is going out into the community, and I'm thinking about going out to dinners and things like that. I've learned a lot having my parents live with me about what it's like to go out for dinner when you can't hear so well, or you're a little bit slower. I mean, are all
I
those...
put out this little card to all the persons in my caregivers group that says, "Please be patient with my loved one."
Oh.
Whoa, I never even thought about that.
They either have a visual problem or a hearing problem or maybe a dementia problem. So, but those cards you're able to pass so that discreetly.
When you talk about your caregivers that you are training and educating, what are some criteria that you look for when you're hiring someone?
Sure.
She's an HR director. She knows these things.
We look for a vast majority of different type of criteria because we have a vast majority of different clients.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we have clients that will ask for specifically, I want a caregiver who is an excellent cook. So, for instance, we received a phone call from someone who said, look, we just don't live in the area, but I'm looking for someone to come and just stop by and stop in and look at my dad. I just want to make sure he hasn't fallen. But the other piece to that is dad loves to eat. So I need somebody who really knows their way
Never
around the
thought about
kitchen.
that.
Not just a nutritious meal, but a tasty meal. So we found a caregiver who didn't necessarily know how to have to lift and transfer, but was a cordon bleu trained chef. So that
pretty
was the
neat,
criteria we
yes.
needed in that case. So that was all we needed, and that was the perfect match there. So it doesn't
Individualized.
exactly. So when we're talking with different people, we have to ask them not only what physically you need to make things a good situation for you, but what will make you happy. What will make you happy is also an important question.
We're going to take a quick break.
Sure.
We're going to come right back here on the Senior Network. You're not going to want to miss this.